why are you here at the NAB, Rory?
I have some customer meetings. I'm working with some distributors around the world, and so it's easier for me to come here than where they're at than to go down to visit Latin America.
And what companies are you specifically meeting? What are you looking for here?
System integrators, companies that use basically auto-acquire antennas. Winegard is not real big in the broadcast market. We're bigger in the oil and gas market, but we do have some customers in places like Iraq and Malaysia and places like that that do use our product for the broadcast market. So it's a market that we're also exploring. The other side of that is we also do a lot of TVRO products, and I represent those internationally as well. So I'm looking at NAB in the future of exhibiting here for us to show our receive-only products.
Vince Waterson, President, Asia Pacific Telecom.
Now, what are you here at the NAB for, Vince? What are you looking at?
I'm here principally to network. I'm looking at making contact with satellite operators. We've got space segment, which they may be open to providing some space segment for free for some new innovative content that my company's developing.
And how long have you been attending the NAB?
For about 14 years.
So I think this is a very good show for you, and
oh, absolutely. It's got a lot of companies that I'm interested in to attend here, and I've always found it worthwhile to come to this show. It's got a lot of breadth, not only of course satellite communications I'm in, but also production and content, and we're also developing some educational services, and I found companies here who've got all manner of products which could help us in
Yeah, my name is Howard Greenfield, and I'm VP of Business Development for Intellicore.
And what does your company do?
Our company does software for the media, entertainment, and telecoms industries in second screen capabilities. We've done numerous build-outs for companies around the world that are trying to bring their broadcasting to the various tablets, smartphones, devices, and have interactivity that enables new markets and advances their capabilities.
And how many NABs have you attended?
I've been here for quite a number of years, probably the last 12, 15 years, off and on for various companies from when I worked at Sun and Apple and Formix and other companies. So.
And what are you looking at here, and who are you meeting?
I am mostly talking to prospects that we have already been in touch with, looking at what some of the trends are that are going on. Other companies are doing build-outs into making the kind of land bridge, so to speak, between broadcasting and various mobile devices, trying to find the various partners that would work best for us in some of the areas that we're working in, including sports, which is a new initiative that we're doing in our products.
I'm Greg Hurt, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Microspace Communications.
And how many NABs have you been?
This is our 20th at Las Vegas, so we're a real milestone for us.
That's almost the whole history of your company, right?
It is. We actually celebrated our 25th anniversary just this past year, so yeah, that's a significant portion of it.
And how has the NAB changed, or the industry changed in that span of time?
You know, the technology changes are unbelievable. Going back just a dozen years ago, we were offering only broadcast satellite solutions, but as you can see in the booth now, we're continue to offer satellite. That's one of our core competencies, but we also offer internet delivery, cellular content delivery. So we've become quite diverse, but all of those things have one thing in common, and that's reliably and cost-effectively delivering content for our customers.
And who comes to your booth typically, and who are you trying to meet in the show?
You know, it's a real mix. We have retailers that have lots of locations that they need to move content to, whether it be video, data, or even audio. We have niche applications such as weather information delivery. We also deliver live and reported content for theaters. opera, ballet, things of that sort. So it's a real mix of folks for us here at NAB.
So, Rick, how do you see the industry progressing forward now?
Well, we've got some exciting things going on right now. I tell you, it's really hard to predict the market, but it seems like on a very, very regular basis, we have applications that are presented to us that we didn't even think about short time ago. So we feel very good about the marketplace right now.
Gary Hatch, president of ATCi.
T. Hatch, R&D, ATCi.
So, Gary, how many NABs have you been to now?
My first NAB, I was in college, and I came, it was over 30 years ago. And I actually came to the NAB looking for extra credit to report on, oddly enough, kind of how broadcast would disseminate video over the different mediums. So, in a great way, nothing's really changed.
How about you, Dean? How many NABs have you been?
You know what? It's probably my 8th NAB. I came to my first NAB at 16 years old. Just accompanied my father, and been in love with it ever since. Took a few years break, and now I'm back. So this is my consecutive 6th NAB I've been to. And it's really interesting just to see the development of workflow and how we're just finding ways to take content and be able to disseminate it everywhere in just a very efficient and fast manner. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
Gary, how has the industry and the show changed in the 30-year span that you've been attending the NAB?
You know, dramatically. You know, it really has. You know, the consumption of video coming from so many different devices, the number of channels. You know, we built the Simulsat antenna, and I remember hearing a speech that one of the executives was stating, I believe it was Ted Turner at the time, and he stated there would be hundreds of channels. It was difficult for me to, you know, conceptualize that. At the same time, I was already up on digital, what the digital impact would be. Satellite, I was a satellite enthusiast at the time. So, you know, I was really looking forward to the development of channels, a lot of niche channels in different ways. So I was completely excited about the opportunities that I was looking at.
Right. And now, why are you here at the NAB?
Well, we're exhibiting here, and what we're really demonstrating is RF workflow, harvesting content, and then bringing that into video workflows for distribution to IPTV, cable TV, DTH, and then the mini OTT application. It's critical that we use modern, you know, some of the newer technology, especially next generation server technology in the cloud, so that we can transcode a lot of that capability so that we can automate it and provide that to the consumers who are consuming so much content today. About 70% of the internet, and that's what T's doing. I mean, that's really his role, is on the OTT side.
And who's coming to your booth?
You know what? We're getting a lot of, primarily we work with cable MSOs, so they're coming in, they're checking out our Simulsat technology, in particular the downlink potential and possibility we have there. For myself, the guys that are coming in are channels that are putting their satellite channels that are out there. We're talking with them about bringing it down, disaster recovery, but not only with disaster recovery, but OTT applications. So like Gary said, we're working with a lot of different groups on taking that content that they have and distributing it to non-traditional sources, iPad, Android, the 3-screen model, but as well kind of getting that out there into unique ways and the ad revenue that we can do behind that ad insertion. So you know, a lot of the stuff we're doing.
What we see that's kind of missing here is the consumption side. Because we tag all the video. We work with a group called Everts out of Canada, and they're, from an R&D standpoint, they seem to be kind of at the high level, you know, competing with guys, you know, in the industry, well-known names. But on the consumption side, tying those analytics together allows us to be more efficient, makes us look more like a Google delivery or Netflix. And so that's kind of a challenge in our area. How do we take the chipset on the devices and match that? We really have that capability, that intelligence to do so today. And that's exciting.